and this was game 5 of my Naboo regionals against Tamas. As you can see, just setting up, Tamas is playing ASM against my WHAP, so I felt fairly confident with this game going into it. Get a bit of a look there of what Tamas has got. Seems fairly normal so far. Okay. It basically looks like he's got a ton of Mauls, Vaders, and Dooku's. But yeah, I kind of thought, he's either gonna come to my throne room, try and stop me from controlling it, and also, or he's gonna try and move his prisoner. Either way, I'm happy. If he moves the prisoner and I get to go into the throne room, happy days. My pings are more than his, and force drains are going to be pretty much the same. But I also get the great opportunity to cancel battle destinies, which is why WHAP's so good. Whereas if he goes in the throne room, I'm just going to stack his site, and his site gives me an extra force drain because Insidious Prisoner adds a dark side icon. So I just thought, whichever way goes, I'm going to go the opposite, and see how we go with it. I saw from his starting effects he plays Evil's Everywhere and I Am Your Father, so expecting plenty of Vaders. So Vader Betrayer, he's super good, to be fair. Characters he hits with lights that they have their game set's cancelled. So my opening hand, I was fairly happy with it. I had leadership to pull General Kenobi, which sort of, I always like that. Turn 1, have General Kenobi in my hand. I had Qui-Gon's lightsaber for him. So yeah, the 50p was just to block out the icon until my objective flips. It's a non-battleground, so yeah, doing my usual WHAP stuff, go through, getting Ascension Guns, my leader, Camino. And then just explain to Tamas, you get all that stuff, so. See the unofficial Obi-Wan Kenobi. That is a homemade one that I made myself, AI, which I really like that picture. Also had Kit Fisto. Kit Fisto I love in this deck because he's got a land speed of 2, so he can run straight into the throne room turn 1 if need be, which is great. So always like characters I like to get in my opening hand in WHAP, Kit Fisto and Yoda, because they can both move into the throne room turn 1, and they're pretty solid. They're both power 6, defense value 7. Kit Fisto's only immune to attrition less than 5, I think, thinking about off the top of my head, but whereas Yoda obviously is better, but still, he's a solid character. So Tamas doing his usual stuff, pulls out the very nice shiny bridge using his objective. His third effect, you can see it a minute ago, I think he's moved it, is established control. So I think he pulls out Coralag. I think he does in a second anyway. His build is very different from the Emil build that you saw in the last video when he played against Justin. I think Tamas has gone very more heavily on the mains. Not that Emil didn't, but I don't think he plays as much space, which is another thing with this game. Obviously, I play the Camino and the 2-2, which sometimes I think, oh, should I actually do that? But you just need the force. You need to you need activation. So in this game, not as fussed, because if he puts the hand out, I'm just going to use the claw. I know it's not everyone's favourite card, but we play what we can. As you see there, he went turn 1, Vader Saber to the throne room, which was not unexpected. But like I say, he's going to drain me for 3. If I go to his side, I get a drain of 4. I got a mace in hand. If you're wondering what my third starting effect is as well, that's the whiteboard one, it's Jedi Business. Just to clarify. I think I might have whiffed on my sight here, which was super annoying. Yeah. That is the thing that's annoying when you play Camino. Excuse me. And you whiff on your sight. That's a bit demoralising. But, it's the risk we take. That card in my hand with Radis on the picture is another leadership as well. This was one of those turns where it was like, do I go having the Ellis in hand? I was quite happy with. I think, yeah. Use Jedi Business, pull out a Jedi lightsaber that I'm going to put on someone. 6th Force General Kenobi. I went for General Kenobi over anyone else because I suppose Mace would have been completely immune to attrition. I've got 2 swings. Maybe Mace would have been a good idea. I think I wanted to keep Mace for going to Naboo. Obi-Wan also costs 1 less. I could use him to pull out Rex. And he's a general, so I had the leadership for like a second Battle Destiny or to limit, depending on who he puts out. Do the old magic tap with my objective just to make sure or remember that I've used it. You know, keep everything neat. So Thomas force pushed. So he activated 11 this turn. So I drew a couple of cards on my turn, and I got Anakin and a Hear Me Baby, which I was happy to have just in case he plays. I have you now actually doesn't do anything, so forget what I was about to say then. Oh, excuse me, it's like super early in the morning. Would really like to play the Anakin Jedi Knight in this deck, but he just costs so much. 8 force is like a full turn, use up all your force kind of character. I know he's solid, especially if you get a lightsaber on him, but you know, that one deploys for 5, forfeits for 8. He's a cracking pilot and he hits anything pretty much because his weapon destiny is a +1. So, you know, he hasn't got the same staying power, but in this deck, if I do get to flip WHAP, he's pretty much okay. Do a little bit of fiddling, put more sights out. Oh yeah, I turned them all the wrong way. So the light side was facing Thomas. Oh, Fandor, that's the one he plays, not Korlag. It probably doesn't make a huge amount of difference whether you play Fandor or Korlag, except I think Fandor is Parsec 6 and Korlag is a 4. So I prefer Fandor if I was going to go with this build. It's going to change. Or there's another option now with the Grievous's Gambit starting Interrupt. But because the hand's only got a hyperdrive of like 2 or 3, I think having the 6 is better. It's kind of more central. Whereas if you put it at Korlag because you're trying to get a battleground, there's the likelihood of not being able to move very far. Or I've done it in some games where I've deployed it and you can't move it at all. And if you're against someone who's got a decent space package, you know, it gets crushed. So I think we did a bit of a whiff, like revert there, and after putting some sights out, he drained me for 3. Oh, and I forgot to get Rex out with Obi-Wan, which was stupid. And I also lost my new Plo Koon, which he never actually managed to get into any games this weekend, which I was gutted about because that AI image of him is so cool. So we see the hand, Trench come down. And he recirculates. It's interesting as well that he plays that sight. I don't know whether that was like just by accident you picked the wrong one, but that sight, I forget the text right now, but it's a drain 2. It's not the one that you pull with Evil is Everywhere, which don't often see that site being played because you've got the docking bay and the hallway. Especially if you're playing a system, I think it's a little bit overkill maybe. But there we go. So my turn, I activate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this is where the fun begins. Neighbouring for 3. I did this. You can't really see Thomas's hand, but at this point he only had 2 cards left. He deployed a couple. I think the sight something had come out of his hand, and because he deployed Vader the turn before, he his hand was like 2, maybe 3 cards at this point, which is why I thought I'm going to go and clear Vader if I can. Which, fairly confident here. Anakin. Not sure if I made a mistake there, moving the lightsaber from Obi-Wan to Anakin, whether I should have done that in the move phase, thinking about it. I think it's fine, although so swing, hit with Obi-Wan, he's forfeit 0. Anyway, the lightsaber thing, I'm like 90% sure it was fine to do that, but I also, now I'm questioning it. It didn't really make any difference anyway, because like I say, Obi-Wan hit him, and Obi-Wan was getting a lightsaber, whatever. He draws 5/6, Anakin hit, cancel game text, and then he played Sniper Dark Strike, lost the Sarge, which was a bit gutting, but play leadership, had a second Battle Destiny. No more actions. I draw a 2 and a 5, so I make it a 6 with Obi-Wan because he's on his own, and he annoyingly draws another 6, which just absolutely crushed me. So I'm 5. Obi-Wan's 6, 7, 8, 9, so 14. He's 12, and he peels a Grievous and a Newt, which, I'm happy that he lost those 2, but I did the second Destiny hoping it was going to be like, at least like a 5 overflow or more, but yeah, he drew the 6 and cleared Obi-Wan, which was very frustrating. But, he lost a Massage, Newt and a Grievous, and I cleared a Vader in that turn. So, I was fairly happy with it. I was thinking, I didn't want him to drain for 1 there because I had the Unitar to get Obi-Wan back, but he did, and I lost the Qui-Gon. So that was a bit annoying because I already had a Qui-Gon in my hand as well. You see Fallen go down. I think in that turn as well, I got a little bit carried away, a bit excited with the neighbour and going after Vader that I forgot to pull my sight out. So play 1 of each Qui-Gon in the build. The one that I've just lost is the Jedi Master. Master Qui-Gon? I can't remember now. The one that if you lose force from opponent's card, you can take into hand an episode 1 interrupt. And the one that I've got in my hand is the Serene Jedi, who's the awesome dude if you add one to his destinies when he's on his own. 5 force for Kit. Go for a lightsaber, which thankfully there was one. It's my last lightsaber as well, so it's let's hope he keeps hold of it. But yeah, so I'm thinking he drained me for 1 at Fondor. He's probably going to drain me for 2 at Camino, which is why he's moved there. Which is going to cost him 3 force, and he's activating 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 30. He's activating 15, so it's plenty. And I was thinking I just need to get into the throne room. I need to find my ship so I can go to space and stop paying to drain, and then pay 1. Kit's got a land speed of 2, so he flies into there. I've got a barrier in hand, so I was feeling confident that I could do that. And then draw some cards. I've got a Yoda. Looks like Admiral Killian. Probably should have, because I drew the clash there, I probably should have saved 2 force and then activated 1, so that I had the clash and the barrier as double protection. But no. So I got a bit of a mixed bag of cards in my hand. I was happy to have the disarmed. Thinking, next turn he's going to drop potentially another Vader, a Maul, Dooku. Drains for 2. I was trying to decide whether to keep the claw at this point, I think. Let me see. Leadership, my second Obi-Wan, which is disappointing. So at this point, I'm hoping I don't have to lose anything else this turn so that I can Unitar. Yeah. So that card that's side on and very blue is First Aid Combo Odin Nestler. If you're wondering what that is in my hand. Darth Maul, Young Apprentice. I'll pay 1 to barrier him because he hits my Jedi pretty well. And then he grabs it. Which, in this deck, I'm fairly happy that he grabbed barrier, I guess, over everything else. Sound effect, super annoying because it cancels my ability to cancel Battle Destinies. So I'm glad with the new sound effect. It's only 2 cards and it's unique. It used to be a nightmare when it was Imperial Justice, 3 cards, and it was not unique. So it used to just screw my deck over. So I'm very happy that got changed. He's doing his full-on thing. And recirculates, and it's my turn. So activate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And disarm all. It's like, I thought I'll disarm him, and then do I sorry about the mess him, and just drain for 2. But I was thinking I'd rather keep the sorry about the mess for like a future battle, and it would have been annoying if I had have done it and he just force fielded it, although I guess that would happen in anyway. At this point, I was thinking I really need to find my ship. I was working out if I played Jedi Levitation to get like Anakin back, how much that would cost me. You're looking at 4 force to play the interrupt, plus 5 to deploy him. That's 9. It's a shame I didn't have another alien to go with Din for the extra battle destiny. I also hadn't lost any aliens, I think, up until this point. My cartoon Yoda that I made, which I think is quite cool. I was very happy with them, but then Kev went up new one and did some cooler ones that were on foily paper as well for this event. Deploy Unitar and get Obi-Wan back. Put him down. Give him the lightsaber. Din Djarin, just in the end, I just put him down for some power and forfeit. I was thinking if he does draw a 6, he doesn't like crack my dudes. I paid 1. This was super lucky. I paid 1 to draw a card with Kit and got Panaka, who deploys for 3. And then it was like, well, I might as well put the Queen down as well. And just try and overwhelm him, basically. Tap my objective, activate force, pay 1 to initiate battle. He played force field, which I grabbed. So I was kind of glad that I didn't use the sorry about the mess. He 4 arms. Total power, I'm looking at 6. Kit's only a 5, so 6, 11, 14, 18, 9, 20, 21 to his 6. So 25, he plays a Dark Tide to make that -1, and then he drew a 1. So I'm 24 to his 7. Yeah, and then we get the handshake because he forfeits for 8. So he's looking at like 9 overflow. And this was this talking about when I neighbour, and he was like, why didn't you train? And it's because I didn't want to waste 3 force paying to drain and then draw like a high destiny and not be able to deploy Anakin or a second character. So it was kind of one of those. And he was like, yeah, but it would have been like 4 force loss, which sometimes in hindsight with these games you think, yeah, I should have done that, but it would have given him a chance to maybe draw some more cards, build his hand up. I didn't have anything to go to space. I'd been paying to drain. He wasn't, because he pretty much put the hand out like turn 2 or 3. So yeah, it was kind of, if he hadn't have run his hand down, I probably wouldn't have neighboured in. It just happened, bad luck on my part, that he had the sniper dark strike, which that was really annoying. To clear Anakin and then to draw 6 for Battle Destiny, to clear both of my characters. But there you go. That was game 5, another win for me, and that's how I won the nice shiny foil There are many hunting you bounty cards. So thanks very much for watching another episode. I hope you enjoyed this game, and until next time, take care of yourselves and may the force be with you.